Hey boy. Today I'm playing Half-Life Blue Shift again. So, last time we played, we talked to this scientist here, and he was telling us about the dire circumstances we now find ourselves in. The creatures attacking the place, trying to kill us all. And I was telling him about my collection of alien conspiracy books and how maybe at some point in the future we could get together and discuss our theories for what's really happening in the world, eh? But until then, I'm just going to bid him farewell and wish him well on his survival while we head off and try to escape the place. Yeah, we've traded phone numbers, I think, for so we can talk again after this incident is all cleared up. And I'll just be leaving him behind now with his rather nice and expensive designer-looking torch, eh? A torch I can't spray paint, but a torch nonetheless. You can even see its power button on the side of it here, can't you? Such amazing attention to detail in these graphics, I think, baby dolls. You can even see the bulb of it a bit from here, can't you, I think? Anyway, yes. Enough talking. Why does my mouth suddenly feel a bit more sensitive? I haven't changed the settings or anything. Oh, and you might be noticing my new headphones that I'm wearing as well. They're coloured blue, but they're the same design as my other Audio-Technica ones, which sadly seemed to stop working yesterday. And these are the headphones I got for Christmas, the same kind, but blue coloured. Strangely, they sound a bit different compared to the other ones, but I'm wondering if I'm using the right wire or not, since these come with 3 different wires, and these ones seem to look slightly, and this wire seems to look a bit of a different texture than the other ones. Anyway, suppose I can always try the others in time to come. And yes, now that we're up here with no way to proceed, you'll notice down here there's a gate with explosive barrels behind it, wouldn't you? And obviously they're going to be able to blow it up, aren't they? Like so, baby dolls. I've never gone on this little ledge here before, I think. So we hope it won't hurt me too much if I fall down from here, wasn't it? No, it didn't hurt at all. That's relieving to know, to say the least, Sonny Jim. This room actually has quite a high ceiling, doesn't it? Feel rather strange and disconcerting to do scientific research in a room like this with such a high ceiling, considering it's an obvious desk job with these desks and papers everywhere rather than dealing in practical experimentation, I think. But what do I know? After all, I don't actually work in a place like this in real life, although generally people don't work anymore, do they, with all this talk of disease and everything in the world? Another overhead light, shining light on people's work and their computer research is just like a kind of X-ray image of something. It's difficult to ascertain that particular detail at the moment, so I'll just look into progressing and forget about such details through the passageway we've made for ourselves through this blown-up fence here. And this room seems to have no ceiling whatsoever, just a never-ending black abyss above us. Are these barrels hiding anything behind me? It would seem not. How about these ones? Oh, they're moving all under me. Did you hear that sliding just then? And a bottomless pit below us as well. I thought I heard slight alien sounds just then. Bit of a dangerous looking lift to take this, isn't it? Best be quick getting on it, I'd heard. What could the world hold for us? More hound eyes, it'd seem. With their chicken-like legs, with their chicken bone-like legs. I'll just be heading into this room for safety, at least for the time being, as I deal with them, whilst avoiding their rather devastating sound wave attacks. In fact, since this door doesn't open, I do believe we need to push one of these buttons to open this self-access doorway over there. So it's intriguing to know that, according to the map of the world, this would head north and that tunnel would head south. So if we went this way, we'd be heading up towards Nevada, presumably, since we're in New Mexico in the Black Mesa facility. So if we head this way, we'll presumably be heading towards Mexico and South America and Brazil. But we can't head this way where it'll be colder, so we'll have to brave the heat and head off to the south, I feel. Oh, talking about heat. We've got hostiles. Oh, hostiles are hurting me. I'm starting to sound like a soldier, aren't I, saying we've got hostiles? Disappointed I got hit twice there as well, but I digress, baby dolls. As you can see, we're back to our standard enemies, aren't we, Vortigons? As opposed to the big, beefy, bulky shock troopers we were dealing with towards the end of Opposing Force when I was completed that. And they have insanely veiny necks and throats, these Vortigons, don't they? Speaking of throats, how would you like yours to be slashed with a crowbar, eh, Vorty boys? That's what you get for hurting me, anyway. Can't spray paint the grating indoors, it would appear. I'm running low on ammo again. So yes, let us navigate these crates as we head south. Brace ourselves for the horrors we may experience here. It's a shame to have to kill these cute hound eyes, isn't it? But let's see what supplies await us in these boxes anyway, while we wait for them to build up their nerve. Maybe we can intimidate them by destroying the corpses of their fallen brothers, eh? Here comes another now. See, they make such cute sounds, don't they? It's coming again. But now it's dead. It's a shame to kill them in possibly an even more painful way than shooting them with a crowbar. By killing them with a crowbar, isn't it? But it does save us ammunition where we can save it. Such a sad, pitiful death now. They exude as well. And it would seem now we can't go any further south. So, if this is north that I'm facing, that'd mean this way's east, wouldn't it? I do believe. So now we're heading towards Russia and Europe, I feel. And England and the UK as well, I believe, yes. And this door is being held open by an immovable metal box, it would appear, that can't possibly contain any supplies. Did I just see something drop down here just then? Down into this bottomless abyss here. It doesn't bear thinking about falling down there, does it? To be able to, a man with a troll face doesn't suddenly appear behind me and push me off, isn't it? Especially with how these ledges say caution on them, making it seem even more dangerous. And it'd seem we definitely need to go up, wouldn't it? And here we have one of my fallen Barney compadres who's left us a chocolate bar and his security helmet so that we can boost up our armor reserve some more. His corpse, though, is indestructible, as is his tie sticking out there. Such a shame when these smart young men die in their suits and ties, isn't it? But these are the realities of danger and war and conflict and alien invasion, Sonny Jim. So now, I do believe it is time for us to use the crane controls so that we can lower these elevators and ascend upward. Like so. And so now I do believe this one is low enough to jump onto from these crates, so let's lower this one so we can actually get onto it from here. But also leave it high enough so that we can get onto those crates next to it. Only just barely. And now onto the ladder like so. And we've done it. What was that sound? Was it thunder? Or an explosion? Not nice sounds to be hearing, though. Especially in these trepidatious times. These times of great tribulation. Anything up here? Makes me wonder if anyone's actually gone up here before onto these upper ledges so high up. Sure would be tragic and traumatizing to fall now, wouldn't it? All the way down there. This actually makes me think of this big ventilation shaft part of Red Faction 1, where you can get right up to the top of it, up these diagonal beams, and once you're at the top of it, so you start kind of, I start kind of feeling my fear of heights. Sometimes when I did that section in the past, I'd even be gripping with my feet like I was there in real life, pretty much. Even though I'm just in the safety of my bed right now, baby dolls. Let's see if I can just drop onto here without falling to my death. Or I did take a bit of fall damage. You wouldn't think I would have taken fall damage just from falling from there to here, would you? I feel cheated with that. There's those Oh, what's happening? With these ominous rumbling sounds. Drainage canal access, entry point B3, it would seem. So this is where my scientist friend told me where to go. If I'm going to discuss conspiracy theories with regarding aliens when this is all taken care of. Ooh, there's more. I use the rapid fire of my pistol when I'm close to them. Because despite the diminished accuracy of the rapid fire, you are more likely to hit them with it when you're closer to them, you see, Sonny Jim. And it kills them more expeditiously when you're close to them as well. And shooting in rapid fire mode. But slowly is more accurate for when they're at a distance. Or when they're moving right away from you, or just moving around for that matter. Why do you always hear sparking sounds in this place, just about everywhere you go, pretty much? It gives the impression that this place is really broken beyond repair, really messed up beyond being repaired, isn't it? Oh, more aliens. And I just barely avoided being hit by that electrical discharge. And I'm hearing the disturbing rumblings again. Notice how I got close to him then to stop him in the middle of his electrical charging to make him attack me with melee force so that I wouldn't get hit by either, since I'd back away before he could attack me with a melee attack. Let us proceed, shall we, now that we've done that little bit of fighting. Judson Joyce, my friend Judson Gaydon, told me, when I watched him play this in his video playthrough of it once, he said he thinks that this game, that Barney Calhoun in this game has a tougher ride earlier on than Gordon Freeman and Adrian Shepard did, and I'm liable to agree, to be honest, since we've already had to fight 5 Vortigaunts in this one room, and with just our pistol and how low on ammo we are from it all. Wonder if we could break this. Probably wouldn't be wise to, would it, without it's just a black abyss down through that vent cover, would it, really? Well, you know me, I'm a chronic oversearcher who likes to explore every nook and cranny, Sonny Jim. And so, this is B3. I wonder if this is like the vent, the drainage canal access B3 that the scientist told us about before. Or was it just a sign that I saw before saying that? But now, as well as being the drainage canal access, it's also the security checkpoint area 9. I know security checkpoint area 9 is it's an incredibly large area, but you can't have enough security in this day and age, can you, baby dolls? When you can't trust anyone. Loading screen leading us through this rather watery sounding place. Are we in the residue processing type place already? The place which Gordon Freeman found himself in after being disarmed by the soldiers who capturated him. That was a most trying and traumatic time, wasn't it? Before I take a dip in the water, I'll head off this way, I feel, and we'll see what's in here. Can't hear anything coming from these pipes. More watery depths and more ladders. Okay, let's head on up here. And we find ourselves a valve. So, presumably baby dolls. These valves we're finding will help us with these steam vents, won't they? This is how you carefully descend ladders, by the way, in the Half-Life 1 games. For those of you out there who have trouble with Half-Life ladders, you crouch slowly, and you crouch and slowly move towards them. Look how that pressure valve that I turned just disabled the steam up there, you see, baby dolls. And now we have a shotgun and a dead scientist. And I see daylight up there. So close and yet so far away. To think if this ladder wasn't broken, we'd be able to get up there into the great outdoors, away from this scary place, this scary, dark, cavernous place. And this is the drainage canal exit. It's in up here. Need to get rid of your evidence, sorry friend. Thanks for the shotgun though. Are these his body parts here? I'm almost sorry I asked, Sonny Jim. Yes, so, with our newfound shotgun drawn, let's us head up the ladder and see what awaits us from this point on. Nothing dangerous, I hope. As we take these twists and turns into unfamiliar surroundings. Of course, with me being a security guard and not wearing a HEV suit, we can't use this charger. We can only replenish our armor by finding discarded armor from our dead Barney compadre security guards, can't we? Listen to the hum of this electricity. It sure does make you feel immersed in the storyline, doesn't it? And look at this too. It brings an elevator down. Can imagine this will play an important role later, do you? Well, yes, let's leave those unfriendly aliens behind for the time being. Maybe they'll calm down in the time it takes for us to get to them. That's if we do actually need to get to them anyway. For a minute I thought I was going to fall, deciding not to descend this ladder at the last minute just then. Yeah, anyway, let's see what's in the water. You never know what might be hidden in this day and age after all, do you? Could be supplies, or it could be ultra-dangerous mutated alien fish of the gigantic variety. Seems a bit glitchy down here with our I can't really see more than like 5 feet in front of me before it gets all dark and blocky. What quite a curious phenomenon indeed, that I say, Sonny Jim. Wonder if we can see anything in this water then, even though it does look awful viscous to be able to see into it. And it isn't really all that deep either for me to get into it. Poison smart heading up here towards these cogs, is it? Didn't see anything there. Isn't that a nice soothing hypnotic sound when you immerse yourself in the water? What am I seeing here? An elevator, it would appear. I don't believe this is working yet, though. With how it says off and all. Let's see what happens to this box, shall we? When it ends up in this shredding type of cobwork here, it got shredded to pieces, didn't it? Yeah, so there was nothing of intrigue down there. Well, let's head on up here then, shall we? Wait, I haven't checked in this water, have I? Down this ladder we go. It's a bit deeper, this water. Kinda dirty looking as well. Oh, my torch has run out. Let's just wait a bit for it to recharge. Then we can continue our investigations in the water. Let's see if there's anything in there that could be of use to me in this rather troubling and harrowing situation that we find ourselves stuck in a moment that we can't get out of, you could say, baby dolls. That song makes me think of times in the past when I was having to walk miles to and from college. It was really bad in the summer of like the year 2001, and that song had just come out and I'd be hearing it in my head as I was making those long walks, sometimes in the heat, with traffic zooming by along those main roads, those busy main roads, Sonny Jim. I'm glad those times are behind me, but I feel they would have been a whole lot more interesting and exciting if I'd had more confidence back then. Although I know a social reject like me was probably never going to have an exciting social life. But I digress, baby dolls. We can't all be alpha males, can we? Can't all be socially upstanding and outstanding. Can't all be at the epitome of cool. That's just the way it is these days, in this world of finite resources. and limited things of beneficial and high quality. Oh, I forgot to turn my torch off while I was waiting, didn't I? Yes, I can be a tad stupid, baby dolls. When I'm on my off days, you could say. Wonder if these grates can be broken up though. Why am I moving so slowly across it? You never know where you might find secrets after all, do you? Well, yes, they're quite unbreakable. And so, with nowhere else to go, let's head in here then. See what awaits us in here. A flow control valve is what awaits us, which will raise this water like so. And now we can get on these barrels and leap out, or at least get onto these pipes that are under the water. These ones here, you see. And then leap out and collect our shotgun ammo. And also see what's in these boxes. More supplies, more chocolate bars. For some reason I get a strange buzz from spray painting complicated looking electrical equipment. How did his body parts end up over there, I wonder? Now with our shotgun drawn, let's bravely and intrepidly press on forward. Thank God for shocking me. Oh no, there's another. But not for much longer, at least. So yes, say goodbye to your bodies for that rather rude, shocking sensation you just subjected me to. You horrible, nasty alien creatures. Lots of big and intimidating looking pipes in here. Oh. Oh, you get the drop on me there, didn't you? But no such luck this time. This looks highly dangerous, this place, doesn't it? Their blood really flew quite far, didn't it? That Vortigaunt blood. And now with the catwalk broken, presumably by that falling Vortigaunt before, we need to find another way to get across. Such as this big, sturdy looking pipe here. And this safety barrier here is officially sponsored by Chris Rea, the singing superstar of the 80s, I think. Well, not officially, but you get my drift, Sonny Jim. After all, I can't necessarily speak for Chris Rea. We could get up there, I feel, but it'd be a bit of a risk, but you know what, I'm going to try it anyway. Show all you folks at home how to use barnacles to get to places which are otherwise inaccessible, as drill instructor Sharp would say, I think. Look at it swaying malevolently in the air as well. The barnacle's tongue there. Hiya! Oh yes, I'm up here. That was a bit of a scary, panic-inducing moment, as I felt the potential to fall into that never-ending black void down there, but here we are, up on the catwalk with a door in front of us, which is unfortunately locked. So yes, take my spray paint, you uncooperative locked door. Now, let us head back down onto our pipe so we don't take fall damage. And head down here, the only way we can go, eh? Another bottomless pit. Barney! Stop molesting Barney, zombies! He decided he'd rather die like a warrior than be molested by these freaks, it would seem. And now that we've got battle music, you know things are getting heated up. You wanna fight? Hiya! You don't wanna fight me, do you? Because fighting me will bring you an expeditious death, my sons. My old son, as Pete Beale would say, in the old days of EastEnders, baby dolls. And now we're done with that little bit of unpleasantness. I'd say... Actually, let's wait for the music to end and I'll collect the supplies while we're waiting. As the music stopped now, we're almost done breaking the boxes, so I'll just break them and now we'll save our video in this rather comfortable corner where no one can sneakily attack us. Save our game. And see how long we've been going, 38 minutes, a bit excessive but acceptable. Bye my friends, see you next time.